Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Nagato is dead. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. What's going on here? Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagato, you know? That's right, it's Nagato. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why. I can't believe it. Nagato ended up in such a cruel state. Nagato is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected to be looking at Nagato's body like this. Nagato probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagato couldn't escape that truth. I still have the suspicion he's not dead. That knife looks awfully familiar. But even something as small as that...
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Don't tell me.
The body discovery announcement? Then it's for real.
Hey!
The Nagato is really dead?
Damn it.
It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagato was killed? Killed?
That's right.
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagato? Nagato knew that if the traitor came to him, they would kill him, so he pre-recorded a tape to play after his death. I don't think so, because if that was the case, he would have made a video that says, I know who the traitor is. And then said the traitor. Because it doesn't make sense if he expected to die for him to leave an ominous question. Well, come ask me about it. I'm in the warehouse. So that doesn't add up. One of us killed him so brutally? Then it's going to start again? Huh? The class trial is going to start soon, right? Then...
Of course!
Yep, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagato's killer is. No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Then time for action is now. So allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma file. Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way.
You stupid brother!
I can't stand this anymore.
Got it?
How much longer are you going to keep putting them through this? No more, I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey, hey.
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami. You just now noticed?
Like...
Anyway, Monami, if you're going to talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know? No fair, you're shutting up too.
Wait!
We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagato. Please do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey.
Anyway, let's begin.
Hmm?
But,
This is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as killings happen, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? I just don't like the way she speaks. Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know, that's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me.
We're tired of this too, you know? That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time.
This is...
Does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually...
Don't worry, the end is near. The end?
What's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind the Monokuma timer. I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? When that timer reaches 0, 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey, hey,
If this will finally be over,
you serious?
does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your bears before they hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right?
So,
Once again,
it's the Monokuma file!
Soda or Akane did it. Again, they're gonna be my suspects again.
Phew.
You guys need to find out who Nagato's killer is and survive the class trial. Akane's pretty likely because, you know, she wanted to fucking kill him a second ago. Soda's pretty likely because he was acting pretty fucking guilty about the bomb thing a couple seconds ago. If this ends here, there won't be an afterword at all.
Do your best.
Wait! I won't forgive you.
What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think that we can go home, right?
But still,
Kazuchi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagato's case first.
Damn it!
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end of us if we screw up here.
All right!
Now let's hurry up and solve Nagato's case so we can all go back home. I vote all of us since we burned him alive. Yeah, okay, Hina.
however,
It's nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagato. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagato. Because his death was so abnormally cruel. No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Nagato Komedia, or whatever the fuck. He is almost identical in height and weight to me. That's really funny. I weigh 2 pounds more than he does. I have a different birthday. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. This music's fucking fire. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. There's also stabs on his right arm. Or left arm. Directions are hard. Looks like he got stabbed by a shower head. Furthermore, there's a laceration in his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Looks like something happened to his other hand as well. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed. Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again, but what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there were multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form any conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. Well, let's not spoil stuff. Please, no more YOLO. If you're spoiling stuff, that would upset me. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagato's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagato's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagato's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. I guess if it was a fire curtain, it would prevent his body from catching flame. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at the factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there, it's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like that, like it got stabbed, and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagato's body or something? I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil.
Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know? I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagato's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Nagato suicide! Someone else cut his legs up like that before. Hashtag Danganronpa another episode or whatever. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of the plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably the fire grenades. Gamer Girl's the only one with proper throwing technique. Everyone else still has their arm out like... Meh. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. How many people are left? These four, Akane and Sonia. No, there's 6 people left, and 5 will remain. Alright? There will be 5 left. Oh, so there will be 3 left? Maybe I was wrong about the 3 that would live. I mean, obviously, if Nagato's actually dead here. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. The lighter is, though. It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
An oil lighter, someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well?
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
Which means?
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Oil lighter. Oh, Kane's hidden over there. Anyway, let's look at the body. I never expected Nagato to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now is the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. I'd say Soda, right? Akane killing him would be too obvious. This is his legs. I want to investigate the stab wound that's on his legs, whatever. Both of Nagato's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, The wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagato, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a grudge toward them. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagato's body were from the killer torturing him. If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagato confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagato. Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they have really gone this far? Torture wounds has been added. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is deeply impaled into Nagato's stomach. There's no way around it. It looks like that's the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. Use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with a spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungar, right? No, that's what you used to kill Mukuro in the first game. You definitely just came up with that now. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What?
Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice, damn you all to hell. I see, even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. That's where they held it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Gamer Girl mentioned this earlier, but apparently the spear came from the Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gungar has been added to the truth bullet. The cut on the upper left arm. His leg and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. But regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange. Strange what?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from where his left arm was sliced, but... After Peko died is when Baby Mafia cut his own stomach. Doesn't the blood spatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it's splattered. No, because it's on his fingers. That's not true. Peko did not cut his stomach. Well, she cut his eye. And then, Baby Mafia stabbed himself in the stomach to try to apologize to everybody. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but there's something else that's strange. When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well?
there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. You're right, why is it only on this part?
See?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? Stop saying right! I win. Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Blood on the left hand has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagato from screaming for help?
This is bad.
What a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Gamer Girl moved past Soda and me and squatted down next to Nagato's face. In one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. What are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey, hey, hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagato's face, it looked like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case...
Man.
It's no use, she's not listening.
Hey, hey.
About the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that?
Well,
This duct tape has crinkles like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagato was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagato's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. That means they didn't care who the traitor was. Which means the traitor probably did kill him. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? Because if they were torturing him to find out who the traitor was, they wouldn't put the duct tape on his mouth because they'd want him to talk. If they don't care who the traitor is, then they don't need him to talk. I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back in his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue. I should remember it. Duct tape has been added to the truth bullets. The only thing left is the knife. The knife is stabbed through Nagato's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they have done something so cruel? It's because that rope broke. Then why torture him? Because they don't like him? Nagato's a fucked up son of a bitch. Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. I don't think they wanted any information from him. That's why they just wanted to torture him, because they didn't like him. They wanted him to suffer when he died. That's my thought. Or else you wouldn't duct tape him if you wanted information. You'd want him to speak.
Well,
By the way, it seems like the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagato's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand.
it cannot be.
And then they finished him off with the spear. That's exactly what I said. Isn't that knife the same class trial? Wait. Oh, no. I said... that knife looks like this knife that was stabbed through Mukuro's dead body.
How cruel.
Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? It's because he broke the rope, and so they had to use the knife to keep his hand down. Survival knife has been added to the truth bullets. I think we're done here then, right? Yeah. Wait, what else do I need to confirm? Oh, the broken rope. Nagato's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be the result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagato's clothes completely unaffected by the fire he was so close to during the blaze? Burned rope has been added to the truth bullets. That's probably what the lighter was used for, to try to escape. And then he got fucking stabbed. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagato's body. I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Alright, I think we're done with the warehouse other than talking to everybody. Do we need to do that? Okay, I guess we do. Achievement unlocked, halfway there. It mattered for Gundam's killing, and for Mikan's. But it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time. The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30 p.m. So it has a clock function. Then that means Nagato died 30 minutes ago. It happened recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagato's killer. Not necessarily. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bomb is suspicious. None of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuchi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
That's obviously
This rotten
wrong.
school trip is going to end, right? We can finally go back home. It's a good point. Yeah, the fire would make his body warm, pretty much regardless if he had died a long time ago or not. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown timer ends.
Hey, hey.
What do you mean, something?
Shut up.
He's
shut
making us
up.
kill each other, you know. What could be worse than that?
Damn it.
I don't know. But this Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Can you see that red streak? Huh? Yeah, right. I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line in the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Well, there's a blank spot on the cord. Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Blood on the girder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handle. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagato. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble of tying him up with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Because Nagato's fucked up. Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Apparently didn't need to talk to Soda. Soda probably did it. He looks like he has a creepy streak to him. Oh, dude, an iPod. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe
It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. It looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it, that music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? To cover up Nagato screaming? There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall. They should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess. Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? Oh, it was like a domino effect. So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It was totally soda. It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. It's not opening? Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it, it's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it where are you gonna do this? Could it be? Was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over, starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't this clearly strange? Also, if you're new to the stream, feel free to follow us. Follow through the rest of the game. Strange, that means we can speculate this was done intentionally. And this triggered the lighter at the end of the trail. Is that all we got here? I guess we have to talk to everybody. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Soda, what do you got for me? Well, even though I did say I was gonna frickin' kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know? Good talk. Thanks for that. There are a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. The sprinkler... Oh, dude, there's no shame when I plug things, dude. Well, it's not like I'm missing much. Anyway. What do you got for me, gamer girl? Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. It's a good thing we were able to put out the fire.
Hey.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and became all wet and soggy. Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. Haha.
Hey!
You were thinking that, huh?
Of course not!
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Say what?
Why are you responding, Soda? I was asking Hajime.
Whoa!
You're screwing with me?
Yes.
I'm not gonna do the class trial in this episode. Class trial will be next stream. Oh my, screwing? How lewd.
Hey!
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Kazuchi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. It's true. That's probably a good guess, Adam. Looks like Sonia is focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagato's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about what the fake bomb Nagato set in the warehouse exploded. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright, it's not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were fake? That's not at all either. When we were looking for the bombs, Why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the Central Island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you, and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my! It cannot be.
Do you suspect me? It's a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch. Sonia?
I am sorry.
I'm terribly sorry, I was panicking. I shall calm down now and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Night, gamer Matt. Huh?
Well?
At first I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept it silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagato planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered?
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagato brought were the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs of the military were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What? I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door at the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real, and I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However, that plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it! All to hell!
Sonia's fucking losing it.
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs were the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagato took them. That's why I knew it was a fake. However, I did not think it was strange when Nagato blew up the hotel lobby. Or I did think it was strange. The bomb was real and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagato's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagato's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. Sonia's account has been added. Alright, I've pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there's still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well?
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right, there are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagato's room, too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating. Hey you guys, isn't it about time we leave the place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Gamer Girl, the others gathered around her. I agree, I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we have the same idea. But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice, there just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found weren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas, we have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place? There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagato's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. Oh, Hajime's talking in sacrifices now. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Alright, we need to investigate the factory. Hi, Sonia. That reminds me, when we saw Nagato's video message on this laptop, Soda says it's a video message. At the time, Nagato should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right, besides that video, there might be data on this laptop we could use to catch a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use, it's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Night, Pokecustomer. The life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside. Yeah, there's probably not. The only thing left that's a clue, really, would be this truck, I guess. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed in this truck were actually fireworks, which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagato must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. It's definitely Soda. Because that laptop is from the electrical area where he always is, and he was the one that went to search the island that would have those laptops. No, I guess Gamer Girl was. It doesn't mean he couldn't have done it earlier, though. Okay, let's talk to Sonia.
My.
I've never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off in the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think that the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
Alright!
Let's rip apart these right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carefully mess with it? Either way, it's all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already!
Stop, there's no bomb.
Hey!
You'll know if you just pick me up. See, all you feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You were right.
See. However,
Then where did Nagato obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
please wait.
I know that already, you should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved. But if the bombs weren't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault, don't worry about it. Monokuma's account has been added to the truth bulletin. Guess we go to the break room now. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue, not even trash. Alright. And we're done here. Nagato's room. I kinda wanna check that out next. Those are the places I have to check, right? We checked the plushie factory. Oh, we have to check the military base. I guess while we're here, we don't need another loading screen. I don't think I clicked the right thing. Oh, no, I did. Okay. Hey, Soda. What was it like killing Nagato? Tell me. Oh, I tried looking through the truck bed. How's the maze game coming? I haven't played it since the last video. RIP. Hey, that tank has a Monokuma sticker on it. That's cool. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
But did Nagato know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. Or tried to, anyway. No, is that really it? Did Nagato only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed.
Whoa!
Found it. What did you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagato's right hand?
Maybe.
Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
Alright.
So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. It does indeed. If the bombs were fake, this might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Alright, good talk. Is that the driver helicopter, the one that executed Teru? Doesn't have anything. Okay, well. And then we're done here. The knife didn't even get added to the truth bullets. Anyway. We've been to both of these locations. I think we go to Nagato's room is really the only place left to search, right? Oh, 51! Maybe. I don't care about this level anything. Nope, I went the wrong way. God damn it. We're gonna take the long way to the hotel, I think. There's the market. Maybe we didn't tell the, Or maybe we didn't go the long way, I don't know. Oh, that's right, we also have to check the castle. But I want to check Nagato's room first. That seems the most interesting. Hello, gamer girl. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm checking Nagato's cottage. Cottage, not college. It's locked? Apparently. We can't go inside thanks to that. I'm annoyed. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to investigate another area. What are you going to do? I'll go look for Monokuma. He might open it for us. And let me know when we can go inside.
Yep.
Oh wait, can't I just do the Monokuma? That's how Nagato got fucking in everyone's room whenever. And yes, Anarchy, you can check the rooms with dead people. Because Nagato did it for Byakuya's room, and all he did was go, Monokuma! Can we still go in? No. Never forget Byakuya. Alright, I guess we're gonna go check the castle. I wanted to check his fucking room first, that's dumb. To the castle we go. Yeah, we end for Mahiru. As well, that's correct. But Byakuya is the important one. But most important of all is why is he fat? Yep, and the spears is missing. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. The spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagato. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears in the walls is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. I don't think this is the last chapter. Someone else is gonna die. If you look at the students, the top and bottom students are all dead except Soda. Soda's gonna die here, though. Spear of Gungar, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife, and it would have been easier, too. There's no way a spear like this, with such unnecessary cord thing on it, would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose the spear for a reason. What could that be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. as if Nagato is trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. It would be totally like Nagato to collaborate with whoever killed him, though. Remember, he was willing to be a stepping stone. Although he did say in the last trial he didn't want to be anymore. I feel like there's going to be 4 left in the end.
I see.
Maybe this spear was actually used for torture, too. Torture. I skipped through that dialogue with Fuyuhiko because I want to go check the fucking cottage. I feel like that's got the good stuff. No, someone else is going to die. Hey guys. I'm going to ignore you and go into the door. Open the door, Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagato's room too?
Hajime. What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Gamer Girl's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagato's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that. Then do it, it's sweet because it's made out of black beans. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose.
Creak.
Bye-bye.
See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. Is that? So Nagato was living here. There's a Monokuma sleeping in his shower. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Why does he have a fridge? Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he can act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Oh, I hope the class file is in here. Maybe the clue that might be hidden here as well.
No.
We did it. What's in the refrigerator? There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice, my cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagato probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Gamer Girl, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. Is this box a prize for completing the final dead room? No, the prize for completing the final dead room was the weapon. That is the box that he stole from Monami's room. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? That's a reference to the first game. I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. This is... Hey, what's up, Firestar? Yeah, looks like it's poison. Poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. Be careful with that bottle, don't drop it. Stop it, if you worry like that, I'm going to get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its validity is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. A fire would vaporize it. In a gaseous state, it's heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place, in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. Yeah, that was... Yeah, it's been a while since I streamed Yu-Gi-Oh! LOL. I think I have like half of the statues, yeah. This sure doesn't look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagato get something like this?
Well,
That question should apply to the bomb he used at the hotel, too. Apply to the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagato was able to obtain such dangerous items. That would be the Final Dead room. The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagato use it? Everyone described the room of the place that was on fire. They said the room was heavy, or the air felt heavy when we walked in. This said this makes the air feel heavy. If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagato, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you died? Monokuma's special poison has been added. Akane said something about the smell. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's the usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. Nice, Hajime! Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What's this? I don't think we were poisoned because it says that the poison takes effect instantly. We should be dead by now already then. No, maybe you're right. Maybe it takes effect immediately because Hajime suddenly felt tired in a way he's never felt before. Oh, not a bad idea. It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagato use this stuff for? Gas mask and gloves has been added to the truth bullets. Hajime, was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked into the bed once again and started looking around where I found the supermarket bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. Piece of paper made of blue aluminum? A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. Thanks, Gamer Girl. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows?
Time out.
It might be too soon to decide that. Piece of blue paper has been added to the truth bullets. Where is the class file? Nagato, you're hiding it. That's all I care about. There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagato bring these from the library? In addition to the books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed into the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave it for later. Yeah, I agree. Oh! The class trial's gotta be in there. Not the class trial, the thing. Since it's structured just like my room, the shower room is over here. Looks like there aren't any clues here. Alright. The best for last, I suppose. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be... It's Monami's thing. This is where she's telling us to let her know that we found her treasure. I'm gonna open that shit, though.
Perhaps.
That treasure box. Gamer girl, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means... The thief Monami was talking about was Nagato. But why would Nagato steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagato wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. This is indeed the second game. I have all of the videos of the first game on my YouTube channel. I played through the first game there. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside the treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and turned things bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16, we've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey, hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Nagato is Monami. Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Geez, that was close. If it had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagato was the thief.
No.
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey, hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? No, it's Nagato's diary. Diary? It seems that way. That's right, this is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey.
You're a liar. You're always showing up out of nowhere.
Why you?
Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. See, bullseye, I know, because I'm the same way too.
What?
Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey, hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? He said you didn't write in that notebook, is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Hold on. Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Yep.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try and get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Monomi's notebook has been added to the truth bullets. Is that everything? I haven't checked the window. Can we check the treasure box again? If this is here, that means Nagato was the one who stole this from Monomi. But why would Nagato steal this? Did he want the notebook? But Monomi didn't write in that notebook, so who did? No, that notebook doesn't matter right now. I guess we need to talk to Gamer Girl. Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first. Like what? What's left? The shower room? I investigated the bed, since the structure just... I think Nagato wrote. Doesn't it look like those seals that go over the jar? Oh. Do we check this again? There are a lot of books and other mysterious items stuffed into this bookshelf. The genres and types of items are also random. I can't make any sense out of them whatsoever.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagato just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though. Who of them seems uneducated? Nagato? Because everyone else is supposed to be an ultimate student.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be some private stuff there. Well, that might be true, but... So I'll leave the shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. The file of all the students should be here! One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Yes! Gimme! Huh? Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal. Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have any information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagato said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file and I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought Nagato had lied to me. Boom! Aside from my information, there was information about the others, Kazuchi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of us, it might be a lie too. I turned the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I was truly a reserve course student from the reserve department. Oh shit. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I the only one here with all the other ultimates? Did he modify the book?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagato received when he cleared the final dead room? Well, Makoto was lied to about being the ultimate lucky student, so it's still possible he was lied to. As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone in this island are in here, too. Nagato was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? I'm not done looking at it! Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right.
My profile is...
Profile is really in here.
Oh.
But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togama. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor. No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. A different reason?
You're getting
How should I
all
put
riled
this?
up.
You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean?
What the
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through these profiles, right? Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. Ultimate Imposter. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could be barely considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate Imposter. That's that Byakuya's true identity. True identity. He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togame. A fake?
Hey!
The fact that his profile was filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent, though I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togame?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So
His physique
cool.
doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Well, then he's a shitty imposter if he's a fat fucker instead of skinny Byakuya. Then he was lying to us the whole time. But isn't Nagato the ultimate imposter? Because he's trying to be Makoto, right?
But still.
But he couldn't help it. Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Nagato is not ultimate luck. Because Makoto was. Ultimate luck. He just wants to be Makoto. He's a servant, and he's fucking nuts. He could still be the imposter. Regardless of whether you want that life or not, in that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway...
I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
That's right!
So I'll tell you guys straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to the others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. I also said there would be multiple hopes, which is why I still think Hajime is an ultimate hope. Because if there's ultimate, we have confirmed there's ultimate despairs, so it makes sense that there are multiple ultimate hopes. And I think Hajime is one of them. But anyway. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn, for a long time my life has been a living hell. Based on the context, if I had to guess, maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. Yeah, but again, guys, you're getting caught up on that he was the ultimate hope. He was lied to about being the ultimate lucky student. Just like anything in this file could be a lie. Nagato's profile could be a lie. Part of the ultimate imposter could mean he had a student profile saying the ultimate imposter, or giving Makoto, or giving himself his own file. We also haven't even looked at his file. It doesn't mean he's had this file for a long time. It doesn't mean he couldn't have tampered with it at all. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you guys should ignore Monami or the traitor. He's been a hope Nagato has been a dick to us because he's obsessed with Makoto. He wants Makoto to be the ultimate hope and the one and only hope. Because remember, he talks about one bright, shining hope. Only one. So when he figures out through the class file that he's not the only ultimate hope, that devastates him. So he starts being a dick to everybody, especially Hajime, if he suspects Hajime is also what Makoto could be. And that would make Makoto less special, but he's fucking obsessed with him. So he doesn't want him to be less special. Anyway, who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course!
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out. So it's just as I thought, you're the one who did it. He talks about that everyone has hope, but there's only one bright, shining hope. So it's just as I thought, you're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
correct!
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagato too, right? Well, probably. Hope's Peak Academy file has been added to the truth bullets. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure about this?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up, wait.
Bye-bye!
Excuse me for a moment. That chime just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
The last class trial. He said that, right? He said last class trial?
Yep.
I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still...
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once.
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagato's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagato. I don't think we're ending on 5 students. I think someone else is gonna die still.
But still...
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out just fine.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed.
Stupid fool.
Doesn't mean Monokuma can't be the one that kills somebody. So it's going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know? It's true. Remember, all of the deaths were Nagato pointed out, as Please No More YOLO said in chat, Nagato pointed out to us all that a lot of the murders were nearly identical to the murders from the last game. If you recall, the murdering from the last game of Mukuro was staged, technically. That they didn't actually die there.
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial,
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island? Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
What are you saying? But they had no trial that time because she didn't really die. What are you talking about? They had a trial as soon as everyone found the body in the garden. That's not true. Tony. That is, as soon as everyone came into the garden, they were like, okay, class trial time, and that's how, Makoto fell for the trap.
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us.
I'll pick you up.
Damn right, stupid rabbits should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, But as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. When Mukuro first had... Not the garden, when Mukuro's first real death. When Mukuro's first real death, there was no trial because Monokuma's was the one who killed her. Monokuma. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself, so I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You...
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. Fine.
But still...
Somehow I understand what Monami is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going to the class trial.
Yep.
You're right, we need to figure out as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
Yeah.
This elevator ride, this will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagato. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagato was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who've survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair?
Well now.
Well then. Now that the chatterbox Nagato is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough, just fucking start this already.
Hey!
This is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
Alright!
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then.
Let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagato, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagato. The killer who murdered Nagato. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. No fucking way it's the last one. Anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of today's stream. Next time, we'll find out who killed Nagato. Gundam died in the last class trial, Adam. He was the one who killed Mekumaru.
Monokuma, I guess. He was executed. No one killed him.
Thanks for sticking by the stream, you guys. I appreciate all of you in the chat. It's been fun. I'm excited for the next class trial. I think it was Soda. He was way too paranoid about the traps and everyone figuring out who the traitor was. He didn't want anyone to find Nagato's body for some reason. He was super excited about this being the last class trial, and the only reason he'd be that excited about it being the last class trial is if it doesn't matter for him. Then also, the people who should live, if I had to guess, Gamer Girl and Hajime are the obvious choices for who lives. And Fuyuhiko also probably lives. Sonya, I guess? But alright, you guys, I will see you next time for the Danganronpa 2 stream, where we do this class trial, because most likely this class trial is probably going to take like 3 hours. Alright, everyone. See ya, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping by the stream. It's been fun. Okay, if I summon a skeletal matrix, does he run towards the orc or no? No, he just does that.